Had some work, had some school, done with work now, for a little bit at least. Now I can finally come back to this baby. All I have left to do pretty much is make a piece of metal to fit in this hole right here. You can really see my coordination skills coming out. Anywho, we have to make a handle, another handle for it. I'm going to be using this piece of rebar and forging it down until it fits in here. Then I have a piece of steel on the ground. I don't want to bend over right now. I'm going to put that in there. So pretty much with the vise, the handle, this is my new vise that I got. The handle has two balls on either end that keeps it from falling out of the hand, out of this main ball right here, right? So how I'm gonna do that, I'm not sure. I'm planning on forging one ball and then either welding or something the other ball onto the other side. I kept a piece from the last handle. This is it right here. It looks like both of the ends were threaded on to a piece of steel. I don't have the tools to thread anything, so that's going to be out of the question for right now. If I really need to, I suppose I can go buy something, but I'm going to try and avoid that if I can. So I'm going to start with the rebar in this little hole, and then I'll go from there. Alright, so what I have here is a pin that fits, more importantly. I left a little bit of a flare here at the end. So what I want to do is I want to just stick that right in there, and I'm going to hammer it tight and then grind the rest off, or however much is left. I'm just going to grind the excess off. And then once I do that, I'm going to just take a torch, hammer it with a chisel a little bit over so it forms that bend like we saw in the previous one. I'm giving the forge a break right now because whenever I use it, the propane tank likes to freeze, ironically. Like, frost forms on it because science, the gas is coming out too quickly and it condenses inside the tank, something like that, and it just makes it super cold. That's pretty much the best way I know how to explain it. I'm sure some of y'all have a better understanding of it. And if any of you do, I would appreciate a solution or any type of suggestion to fix that so I can forge for more than 30 minutes at a time. So while the tanks are thawing out, I'm going to be working on this, and then if the tanks are completely thawed, or the one tank, I have a few that I switched between. If they're thawed out by the time we're finished with this, I'm going to try and make the handle. If not, we're just going to have to wait till another day. So that's fun. I'm going to start working on this then. All right, here it goes. Looks sufficient. We'll check. Okay, good. Should probably slide that in there first. Actually, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to get some grease. I'll grease it up a little bit. Alright, so I had some trucker grease that I was going to use for the handle. I don't know where my dad put it, so I'm going to use WD-40 for now. That'll work just fine for this, but I'm going to have to find that grease for the threads. Alright, that's in there all right. Now before I grind off the excess, I'm going to bend it over, and I'm going to leave the excess there just in case it decides to slip out on me. Nothing like the smell of hot WD-40 in the morning. Than I thought it would. I'm pretty proud of myself for that one. Alright, I figured since I have the WD-40 out, I might as well do a dry run of this. So I greased up all the moving parts. And, slide it in and out nicely. I'll grease this one up real quick. Slide that in there. And that is why you put the two balls on the end. That is kind of what it is going to look like when it's finished. Now, I'm kind of concerned that if I unscrew this, this jaw is not going to come back with it. And I'm not quite sure how to fix that. Okay, so a bunch of you have probably already caught on to this, and you've probably already noticed it, and if I was famous, there'd already be comments. But right now, I feel like a genius, alright? So, I have like a bunch of Vises in my possession right now. Kind of becoming a hoarder. Gotta get rid of this one. This one's useless. But, I was looking at it and I noticed this washer, right? That holds the, I don't know the anatomy of Vises, but it holds the outer casing of the second jaw to the threaded area of the handle, right? So that's how it pulls it in and out without me having to actually pull the jaw out itself. This one just relies on gravity because it's terribly mounted. Usually there's a spring here. I'll save that for another video. I gotta fix that. And then I looked at this tiny vise, right? And I noticed the washer right here. And I was like, huh. Because when this thing is fully closed, just give it a second, hang on. When this thing is fully closed, the threaded bar does not come all the way through to the other end. So how can you put a washer there? Good question. You don't. You put a washer under here. And that is why, hang on. That is why this hole is here. So you can put a washer around here. And that is why this thing has a hole right there. Now that hole doesn't go all the way through, so I'm not sure how that works, because with the other ones it does. There's a pin that goes all the way through to hold the washer there. So I'm thinking I might just drill a hole all the way through it. Is that a bad idea? I guess I'll find out. But I think that's what I'm gonna do now. Actually, no, I'm gonna find the trucker's grease first, and then I'm going to work on this thing, giving me a little bit more time for these things to thaw out. Again, if any of you have the answer to the frozen propane, please reach out. I'm desperate. Alright, I'm gonna go drill some holes. Can't believe that worked. Okay, so I free-handed a rough sketch of the washer that I need to make, and then I used some precision tools to draw out the actual shape of the washer that I need. And so I rounded up for the inside diameter, so we have some wiggle room around the axle. And then I rounded down around the outside diameter so we can fit inside the cavity that was made for the washer. So I'm gonna have about 2 inches on the outside and then about 1 1/8 inches on the inside. Now, I am freshly, I've quit my job at Lowe's, and I do not want to go back on the first day of me not working there. So I'm going to try and make my own washer out of whatever scrap that I have. Alright, so I have it scribed out. I didn't want to have to do this, but I'm gonna go to Lowe's and get a washer because I don't have a drill bit that will drill at all, basically. So I'm gonna go get a washer, and I'll try and hide from my coworkers. Alright, I've returned from Lowe's. I got a pin and a washer. The washer's gonna go around here, and the pin just goes right through there, and it barely fits. So that was a close one. Yeah, so I'm gonna put that right there. Alright, that fits. Actually, I gotta take it off again because it has to go between the... Alright. Wait, hang on. Before I do this, I'm going to put some trucker's grease on here. I'm going to find it wherever it is, and then I'm going to apply it thoroughly to all the moving parts. I'll be right back. Alright, I got the extra heavy Alright, I got the extra heavy duty grease. So now you know we mean business. Move this over. I'm gonna take the jaw out. I'm gonna get greasy again. Just gotta accept it at this point. Just take a little bit of this, rub it all up on here, like so. I should have brought a rag with me. That looks good. This is sufficiently lubed. There's zero leverage. There we go. And then you take this, stick it up in there. Take it out because I gotta put the washer on. Slide it in. This pin, and I'm going to try and put it through there. So far, so good. I'm going to have to tip it over. Try and get a different view of it. Chisel, hammer. Bada bing, bada boom. God. All right. Now we shall see if I am stupid or not. I hear it working its magic in there. Oh, geez. Do you see? You guys see that stuff coming out? That's fine. I'm a genius. Ow! Oh, God. I'm so proud of myself right now. Stop doing that. Oh, man. So satisfying. It works so well. Oh, I almost just hit my face with this makeshift handle. I'm not sure if I should put anything between here because this little space forms, a little gap sits there. I think that's fine though. Beautiful. That pin is still rubbing though. I'm not sure if that's a good thing or not. It only rubs on the way out though. Lost track of time. I forgot that I have school today, so I gotta go to school now. And of course, it took me way longer than I thought I would to just the couple things that I needed to do on it today. Next video, I'll finally make the handle. That should be all I have left to do with it. We'll probably find something else. Hopefully not, but yeah, that's all I have left. So next video, hopefully it'll be finished. And then once I do finish it, I will actually have it up for sale on my website if you want to buy it, or if you would like to trade it for another piece of equipment, another tool, something like that. I'd be open to that. Those are my plans for it. So if you see this video and you would like to have a big honkin' vise, I got one for you. That's it for today. Good to be back. I'll see y'all next video, hopefully soon.